If you've ever used ChatGPT and wanted to copy and paste an entire conversation into a word processor and only the first line shows up, I'm going to show you how to fix that. So let's delete what we've got in our word processor, and the first thing we need to do is install a plugin for our browser. I'm using Firefox, but this should work with Chrome and possibly Microsoft Edge. You need this thing called Absolute Enable Right Click and Copy. Here's what the icon looks like. It looks like a bluish gray circle with a mouse cursor in it. Follow the installation steps. Probably restart your browser after it's installed. And if your extension is not in the extensions toolbar, click on the puzzle piece that says extensions. If you hover on it, you'll see your Absolute Enable Right Click and Copy extension. Click on the gear icon, click Pin to Toolbar, because this is super helpful. Now, while you're still on ChatGPT, click on the new extension, and you're going to enable copy and absolute mode. Click back to your ChatGPT window, highlight all your text, copy with Control-C, go to your word processor and paste with Control-V. Now you have everything pasted into your word processor, and it should keep all the formatting. If you just have something like Notepad, which comes with like every copy of Windows, you can paste everything in there. You'll lose the formatting. If you want to keep the formatting and all the emojis ChatGPT uses, you can either use Google Docs if you want to do everything on the cloud, or if you want to download your own free word processor, you can use LibreOffice Writer. It should be the top hit on Google or probably any search engine, called LibreOffice.org. You just scroll to download LibreOffice, and click download and install it like anything else. Okay, so that's the easiest way to copy and paste everything on ChatGPT. If for some reason they eventually disable that method, there's another method, which is like the analog hole method, which is like when CDs first came out. If you wanted to copy a CD, you could hook your CD player up to a tape recorder with a 1/8 to 1/8 inch jack and copy it that way to get around any copy protection, if CDs even had copy protection. So for this, you have to do a screenshot of everything on the screen first. If you're on Opera, you might be able to right-click the screen and click Save as PDF, and that may or may not capture your entire screen. If it doesn't capture your entire screen, this next method costs some money, but it's a super useful program. See, I use something called FastStone Capture. I'll leave a link in the comments. I mean, I use it so much that I have it pinned to my start menu. You'll get a widget that pops up. You're going to select the one with the arrow going down the page. You'll press and hold the left control button on Windows and create a box around just the text you're interested in that you see on the page. Click to actually create the box. And once the box is created, just left click on the screen. You'll get a scrolling capture window. This takes a little bit of time to go through the entire document, so if your document's really long, this won't be particularly fun. But now everything that we have is captured. This is just a image of the chat. The text isn't actually editable, so we need to create editable text so we can copy everything. So we're going to save this as a PDF. Click Save. And let's open up the PDF to see how that looks. And you can see here it made a 17-page PDF. All right, so now we need to make it so that what is essentially an image turns into text. So there's a bunch of programs that can do this. If you ended up buying one, get one that has a lifetime license. I think there's also an open source one called like Tesseract, but that's more complicated to install. This is UPDF. I got this on AppSumo for like a lifetime deal. It's like $60. I use it for more than just what I'm doing now, so it's worth it. So once you're in UPDF or whatever PDF to OCR program you're using, which OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition, scroll down till you see Optimized PDF, or you click on OCR. It'll ask you for the file you want to open, so in this case it's under Download, so I'm going to go to the PDF I made, click Open. Then in the upper corner of the screen there's something that says OCR. That will recognize text using OCR, so click that. You might have to install the plugin it prompts you for first, and then once it's installed, now you should be able to click on the OCR button. I'll leave all the settings at default as a searchable PDF, and I'll click Perform OCR, click Save. It'll go through the document. It's pretty quick. This took about 10 seconds. Then once you refresh your folder, you'll see your new OCR document. You can open that with whichever browser you want to. I opened this one with Microsoft Edge because Firefox was still giving me an issue with cutting off the top of the text. But once I used Microsoft Edge, I just copied everything, went into Notepad, pasted it in, and it has the beginning of the text and it has the end of the text. Then obviously you can save that as a text file and do with it as you please.